Is it better to be single or in a relationship?
It depends what stage of life you're in. Right now, I prefer to be in a relationship.
Right now?
I wouldn't want to be single. I'm 23. I'm about to go into medical school and like build my career. So
you don't think you're in your prime right now? And
I'm not in my prime, but like it's better to like have fun with someone with you than to be like go out by yourself, I think. My mom got married when she was 19. So I'm late right now. Not really late, but like it's not out of the ordinary. I know that nowadays it's like people get married like later on, which is fine. But for me, 23 is a good age to settle down.
Do you think the same thing goes for men settling down in their 20s?
I think men is very different in the sense that a guy is only going to settle down with you when he's ready. It doesn't matter if you're the right girl or not. It just depends on the time, like the point of his life that he's in.
Okay. So shout out to the Desirable Truth as always. You know, he's always on the streets cooking up some good interviews. Shout out to this young lady too. You know, she seems like she got a decent head on her shoulders. You know, he asked her, is it better to be single or in a relationship? She did say in a relationship, which to me, for her being a woman that is 23 years old, she might not realize it, but you know, she's in, or if not just about ready to reach her physical prime, which is like the best point in her life to be able to attract like the highest quality man that she actually wants. So it's good that she actually realizes that, and she understands that, you know, it's better to be, you know, having fun and, you know, being with that one person than just out here being a whore, sleeping around multiple guys, you know, in the nightlife. I guess she is in the nightlife right now, but, you know, she's just making herself available in the best way she knows how. You got to understand, like she said, her mom got married at 19. Back then when her mom got married, I'm assuming this was 30, maybe 40 years ago, maybe more. It was very different, right? There wasn't social media. Everybody didn't feel like they had all these options. Nightlife was even different back then. Meeting people was much different. You know, you were more likely to meet somebody in your small town, and, you know, or maybe it'd be your high school sweetheart, and y'all just end up kind of being together forever. Fast forward 2025, things are a lot different. Everybody feels like they have thousands of options because we have the internet, which makes people less likely to settle down. So, you know, there are very few people that understand the value of settling down. And then her even saying it's different for men, and it's different for men because the requirements for us to get a wife is different for the requirements for a woman to get a husband. A woman to get a husband, she like nowadays, especially in the West, you just have to be someone a guy can actually tolerate, be nice, kind, and check off a few of his boxes, and you're gonna be able to find a husband, right? A lot of these women, they just don't check off any of a guy's boxes. They're not nice. They're not feminine. They're not kind. They don't have a nurturing spirit. They don't listen. They're not submissive. So if you're at least two out of those things, you will probably get a husband, because men are having to, especially like the average man. The average man has to lower his standards a lot nowadays just to even get a relationship. But that being said, a man won't settle down until he's ready, right? Me personally, I used to say growing up, like, oh, I'm not having kids till I'm 28 years old. And I was saying that, giving myself time to actually develop myself and to become financially stable, because I grew up seeing, poverty around me and seeing people struggle and things like that. And that's not something I ever wanted for my kids. So I gave myself a more amount of time than most guys. Most guys, if they didn't have kids when they were 18, in their early 20s, they had kids, and now they're just trying to figure out balancing, still trying to be a man and chase greatness and chase their goals, but also having to be a father at the same time. So yeah, most smart guys, they're gonna wait until they are ready to settle down, and understanding that, you know, the dating pool is gonna be there. It's another girl turning 18 every day. So like as a man, you have time, versus like as a woman, I won't say you don't have time. It's just different for, you know, you getting the max value. Most women, they want a guy that's tall, makes a certain amount of money, has a certain amount of influence, has a certain amount of status. And to get those type of guys, that's the 20%, maybe even 10% of men nowadays. You are basically competing with all the other women in the world for that small percentage of guys. So, you know, it is better to have that mindset that being in a relationship is better. And also having this mindset, it will like lead her to finding somebody, because a lot of people say, oh, it's no use in dating. It's like you're already setting your mindset up to have a bad relationship or have a failed relationship, because you don't believe that a good relationship for you is actually out there. You don't even believe in the benefits of a relationship. You know, that's not just women. We see that coming from men all the time too. We see men saying that, all these women are like this and all these women are like that, when in reality it's not the case on either side. There are good people out there in the world. Yeah, it's a lot of BS. It's a lot of you know, lies, a lot of chameleons, a lot of people that act like they are certain things. So you do got to be careful, even like this, when you're saying what you're looking for in a woman out, and just kind of putting that out into the world, instead of just kind of going to meet women, or women going to, you know, meet men and seeing them for who they are. A lot of people, once they find out what you're looking for, they will try to they'll try to act like that, but it won't really be them. So you'll find out later that they really won't shit. It's hard out there. It's hard out there in the dating pool. You know, I do not envy single people at all. I definitely don't envy single people. But you know, if you are just on your path, living in your purpose, living in your truth, then, you know, the right thing might just come your way. Let me know what y'all think about this video and what this woman said about it's better to be taken than be single, and her reasons why, down in the comments below. As always, love y'all. I'm out.